Yo, greetings. Um, I am painfully aware that there's nobody. I think there's one person in here, but there's probably not as many people in here. This is my first time doing an anime-based stream, so and I got the notice out late when I was streaming it, so I get it. There's gonna be a lot of people on the playback. So, hi, future YouTubers. Hi, future toggers and everybody who subscribes to me who's gonna watch this later on, because I do fairly well with numbers when it comes to people watching after. So, but this is a fairly new kind of stream that I'm trying to do every Sunday, usually late after Sunday. It honestly depends on when my team plays, because if you guys didn't know, I am a Baltimore Ravens fan. So, but this stream, as I mentioned in the community post, is about all the anime I'm watching. And I just wanted to go over the week's previous episodes, everything that came out today that I'm watching, and everything from the last week. I am mostly caught up on all the series I posted, guys, except for Friren. I am not caught up on Friren. I am like 3 episodes behind because that was a late recommendation from one of my subs, Zenu. Hey Zenu, and if you watch this, that was a late recommendation. So I'm getting caught up on it, but like 3 episodes out. But everything else I'm pretty much caught up on. Um, the only another episode I didn't watch. I didn't get to watch the Natsu no Taizai episode this week, but I read the manga, so I'm fairly probably aware, even if I just read the description on what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna go over all the episodes this week. So if anybody joins late or future YouTubers, like so now guys know what it is. So it'll always be Sunday though. It'll always be Sunday that I stream these. So I'm gonna pop these up real quick. Pop myself out. So the ways this is basically gonna work is all the series that I'm currently watching at the bottom right there. I'm gonna talk about each one, and then like I'll gray it out so you know that I'm done talking with that one. And for future YouTubers, like you guys know, I'm gonna put the timestamps in. So you guys, if there's a particular series you want to hear me talk about, you just got go right to it. So make it easier for you guys. I do need to get my notepad out real quick, so I do get those timestamps. All right, got that out. All right. So as I mentioned earlier in the stream, free run is the only thing I'm not caught up with. So if I look at this correctly, free run, I am on episode 7. I just got done episode 6. I'm on episode 7 of free run. So again, free run wasn't an anime I was very big on watching because I didn't know what it's about, and like it didn't look interesting. But I will say, from Zenu who recommended it, you guys know Zenu from community of my Tower Guy streams. Um, it's a good anime. It's surprisingly not usually my kind of taste. Because it's not. I hate to say that like I'm one of them action junkie guys, but I kind of am. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Like I kind of am, but I can watch like the more. It's not necessarily slice of life because there is fights in it and shit, but I can watch like slice of life stuff. Like I watch so much anime in my day, guys. I'm telling you, I've watched shit from you know, and I'm not talking about recent stuff. I watched stuff like Yamada's first time to uh I got it was just I forget the one where this guy had like 3 girlfriends. Like I watch all types of shit, bro. As long as the it looks interesting and the synopsis sounds interesting, and I see like recommendations for it, I'll watch it. I'll give it maybe 2 episodes to see if it picks up. But Free Run's pretty good. And I'll say for I guess I should give a brief um for those who don't know what it is. So this anime is basically about this girl who's an elf, and she lives very long. In most anime lore or in any folklore or fantasy lore, elves live a really long time. So lives for maybe I think her lifespan is about maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000 years. I'm not sure what it exactly is, but it's a very long time. So she goes on this journey with her friends, and they end up conquering the demon lord. But her friends, they don't. die immediately, but they end up passing and getting older and stuff. So it's her like living with that, learning how to navigate through life, remember her friends, remember the journey that she took, because apparently that 10 year lifespan, that 10 year span that she went on her journey with her friends was only like 1/100th of her lifetime. So she forgot to like experience it and like really appreciate the friends that she had because she may never meet people like that again. So it's a very interesting story. But with the recent episode, I thought it was pretty good. So we had a third party member who just joined in the previous episode. He is the apprentice of the dwarf who was in her original party group, and I forget his name. What's this kid's name? What is this guy's name? Stark. Stark's pretty cool. He's like overpowered as shit, but he's like a coward. So I love that dynamic with him. And this past episode was more or so learning more about his character and his mentor, who was, like I said, the dwarf guy. I forget his name. I'm not gonna remember all these guys. I'm gonna let you guys know. I'm not gonna remember every single anime character from all these series names. I'm not. I can just describe them to you guys. You should know who I'm talking about if you're watching it. So yeah. So it was mainly about him and how he grew up with his mentor, and that's basically it. Like they were transitioning from the central lands to the northern lands, where they're traveling back to the Demon King's castle, because supposedly you can talk to your dead friends in this certain area within the north. So Friren's making this travel up there, and apparently it took him 10 years to get up there originally. So but the episode was pretty solid. Nothing special like the previous ones. Besides learning more about Stark. Besides learning more about Stark, pretty solid episode, but nothing specifically really good about it. So the main objective of these streams though is like to talk about it with you guys. So granted, this is the first one, and I wasn't expecting to have that many people in here. When you guys watch this back, just know next Sunday, new episodes. I should be caught up with Friren by then. We can talk about it, so we'll have fun with it. But yeah, that's mainly it for that, since there's nobody really here to talk about it with. But episode was pretty good. If I had to give it a rating, 6 out of 10. Like, wasn't fantastic, but we did get more about Stark's character. So I will say, out of the series though, my favorite character is probably Fern. I like Fern a lot. She grew a lot from where she was a kid, and she's my favorite character in it. So I guess I should name my favorite characters from each series, but the ones that have multiple characters, because not all these series don't have multiple characters. So, but let me grade it out for you, so we know that we're done with this. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Like, wasn't let me apply it. So, and this timestamp is 13:03. So Friren. All right, so we're moving on to Kingdoms of Ruin. So this is one of the series I really like, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this is not going the way I expected it to go. Like, I did not expect this series to be the way it is. I kind of thought, like, from the first episode, that this guy, when he got released, that he would go on like a journey to like destroy the earth or something like that. But this shit is not, like, I could not predict this series so far. Like, it is kind of crazy. So for those who don't know what the series is about, Kingdoms of Ruin is about the world is like our world, with like technology and stuff, and there are witches that exist, and witches are meant to guide humanity, but humanity has gotten too far. I don't know. What's up, Rand? Thanks for joining. I don't really watch any of the. Damn, these are like the only things I'm watching right now. The Attack on Titan did just drop, like the movie, but that's gonna take me like all week to watch because it's like 2 hours long. So, But Kingdom of Ruins is about humans who advanced in technology, and they basically went around killing all the witches. Mind you, this anime is very gory, very head cutting, very body splitting, like all that shit. So if you're into that type of violence, like Kingdom of Ruin is all that shit. Like people getting severed, girls getting murked, like it's vicious. Like the way they do the witches in this joint is crazy. Like honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if there were women who like got offended by this or didn't watch this series because the way they do them is kind of crazy. Can't lie to you. But the series about the guy. So this guy in the on the thumbnail, and I'll make this a little bigger just so you guys can see what this guy looks like. So this guy right here, that's Adonis. Mind you, I didn't read like the manga or anything for this series. So I don't know that much about it, like outside of. Well, it help if I didn't mess up my stream. Yeah. All right, let's get. We try and get that back in there, nice, but we ain't doing it. We ain't fitting it. It was all nice and neat. I had it all nice and neat. We failing. All right, we're gonna leave it like that. That's cool. So Adonis is he's a human. But his master, she got killed in the first episode. And it's a little spoiler, so sorry. But she taught him magic, but he can't use magic like witches can. He writes his spells out. So in the first episode, his master gets murked, like absolutely murked in front of all these people, and he gets locked up for years and ends up escaping after like a 10-15 year time period or whatever. And he gets out and starts murking all the humans, like just start murking people. So with this recent episode, it was him. He's on a witches colony, and he ends up betraying the witches, which is a turn that I did not expect. Like his master was a witch, and he admits when he gets out in the first episode that he was in love with her. So I did not expect him because apparently they're trying to resurrect her, and what would you rate Kingdom? I would so far, Kaneko. It's hard to say. Like I can't say that I love it because I can't predict where it's going. And sometimes it's a good thing, and sometimes it's a bad thing. And with this one, it kind of feels like a bad thing because it seems like they're stretching. Well, I don't see what could possibly happen. Like for instance, right? All the witches, and this is spoilers, all the witches in this past episode got murked. All of them got killed. Now, now what? Like I thought this whole purpose of this journey, it sounded like was for him to resurrect Chloe, and I thought that like him and Chloe would like get back together and like I don't know maybe find a haven for the witches or something like that. But that's not the case. Like all the witches just got killed this episode, and he destroyed the tree for like so witches are born through the tree, right? He destroyed the last tree. So on top of they basically just went extinct this episode, which I thought was vicious. Like the way they treat the witches in this series is crazy. Like I did not expect them to get murked like that, and him to betray him like that. I thought he wanted Chloe to be revived. So is he going to go on like an extermination of humans? But the girl that he did bring back, she doesn't want him to kill people, but she did just watch her whole race get eliminated. So is they both going to be on some eliminate the world type shit? Like that's cool if that's where they're going with it, but I don't think that's where they're going with it because she was very passive. So far, I can't rate it. I got it. I can't predict it, and because I did not, the way they treat witches in this is crazy. Like I did not expect them to get murked like that, bro. Like they got fucked up. Like shit was crazy. So this past episode I could not predict it. I thought that the human technology was a little bullshit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because he was fighting the director 1-on-1, and bro was like getting his arm cut off and like still like trying to fight and shit, and he's like slaughtered the witches with this like sword slash and shit. And I'm like, okay, human technology, like it's kind of crazy. And we already found out in the second episode that witches are needed to maintain the earth. because there some with the magic and the particles or whatever in the earth that they cleanse with the magic, whatever it is. But basically, it's supposed to be a balance between humans and magic. And with the witches being exterminated, the world should be on ready to end type shit. So, but he destroyed the last tree. So, is the world just gonna end? Like, so the series is, I don't know where it's going, bro. But I am excited to see, excited to see it. So, but this past episode, did not expect it. I don't like the treatment of the witches. I don't like them all getting killed. If the old girl in the pink, if she don't be on some revenge type time, um, I don't know if I'm gonna continue watching it, because unless he goes on a spree and she's with it, I don't know if I'm gonna be interested. So, but this past episode, if I had to rate it, I give it a 7. The amount of slaughtering going on was kind of vicious. And again, I I'm trying to see where it's going. Even the queen got killed, and I didn't expect that. So yeah, yeah. Kingdom of Ruin. If you're not watching it, Rand, give it. If you into that type of shit, like I said, it's pretty gory, but um, if it sounds interesting to you, give it a watch. And then we could chat about it next week. So we're at 20. We're at 20:44. That's what I'm saying. Like, because basically the world, they like, and I don't. The scientist that exposed that if the witches stay alive, she didn't tell nobody. She only told like this one girl, but and nobody else really knows besides like the science bureau. So it's just like, is she just gonna let humanity like just end? Like, but there's such a bias towards witches in the entire world that it doesn't. I don't know. Like, they can't really go back on their word. So, but yeah, that's Ruins. So yeah, it's a pretty good series. 21:31. Let's go 21:31. And I'm gonna grade this out for us. So, all right. Next up is, so I'm not gonna. So this one is a high recommendation. Oh, hold on. Kind of go. So it's like Salem but futuristic. I don't know what's Salem. Like do you mean like the real life Salem, or like, I don't know what Salem is. It's like, so just a quick description. It's a human world that has advanced in technology, but there were, when they got so far with technology, they went on an extermination of witches because humans want to be independent. So they think that they don't need witches, even though it says in the beginning of the first episode that witches are needed to guide humanity. But humanity has basically outgrown the witches, and they went on an extermination to kill all of them. So this past episode really like kind of made them extinct, unless like what Rand said, that there like are more survivors and there's another tree somewhere. But mind you, this, like, where they were hiding at was on the moon. Like, they were hiding on the moon. Like, so I don't know if you can hide anywhere else other than the fucking moon. So, but yeah. Um, Going on to how do you goddamn pronounce this? Because I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Is it Shangri-La? This is one of my favorite anime that I did not expect to be so good. Shangri La Frontier. So you guys, if you're not watching Shangri La Frontier, I highly recommend this. This, out of everything up here, this is probably my favorite anime up here right now, and I did not expect it because it got this goofy look at this goofy shit. Like, I like to judge a lot of my anime based off the cover. This shit look goofy, right? Like, bro got a bird head and shit, and it looks like isekai or whatever. It looks goofy as fuck, bro. Bro, this shit is top tier. This shit is top tier. Like, high key, one of my, by far one of my favorite this season. Like, if like, so let me just give a quick description of what it is, right? So this guy who the main character is, he's a birdhead. Mind you, it's so this is kind of an isekai, but it's if you guys are familiar with SAO, so Sword Art Online, is that. So this is a game that he's playing. So he's actually a regular human. Like he's a regular teenage guy, but he's a gamer who plays trash games. So he plays MMOs. So if you guys know like MMOs, like World of Warcraft, Elder Scrolls Online, Final Fantasy Online, that type shit. He plays only the worst games. So the first episode is mainly getting to know what he does. He's like what's called a trash gamer. He goes to play all the trash games that's like really terrible and becomes really good at them. And that's just his hobby. So he finally decides to play a really good game, and it's what the name of the series is called, Shanlagri La Frontier, and he ends up like becoming quite addicted to it. Now, this is all like we're learning more about the game as the episodes go on. So he hasn't played through the game yet. We're walking through the game with him, but the animation is fucking fire, like crisp, clean as shit. Like I love how clean it is. Also, I forgot to mention real quick before I continue with Shallow Frontier. The first anime that I was talking about, Friren, that's animated by Madhouse, which is supposed to be the rumor that's out is supposed to be animating Tower of God season 2. So if you want to know what Tower of God season 2 might look like, check out Friren. Like that's the animation we're looking for. And Friren has its moments in its fighting scenes where it's good as shit. So if Tower of God's gonna be like that, bro, we in for a motherfucking treat. All right. So that was just a quick side note. But Shallow Frontier, right? Clean ass animation. I actually watched the first 3 episodes. I watched the first 3 episodes in English, and the English acting is actually pretty good. Now I caught up, so it's back to Japanese. But how to not summon the demon lord. Uh, how to not summon the demon lord. I feel like I watched that. I feel like I watched. What's how to not summon the demon lord? And are you talking about this series or? Oh no, it's not. It's not like that, Rand. I know that. I know how to not. How to not summon the demon lord. I watched both seasons. I know that anime. It's not like that. It's way better than that. Way better than that. And it's not a harem, so he's not surrounded by girls. This literally is this guy learning to play a really good game, like a really really good game, like a 10 out of 10 game that everybody plays. And he attacks it differently than everybody else does because he's used to playing trash games. So the way he attacks the game brings up unique scenarios in the game that nobody else has gone through. So it creates a pretty cool dynamic, like in most anime games, right? You start off in the first city and you usually do like the first missions. Bro didn't start that way. Bro started in a forest and said, I'm going to skip the first city and go right to the second city based on his experience. Um, does he have friends? He does meet a rabbit girl. And that may sound cheesy, but believe me, it's not. It's really not. I know that may sound cheesy, believe me. And when he first met her, it wasn't even supposed to be a party type thing. It was you honestly you had to watch the series to understand. But I gotta say the main character, he is fantastic. I love his character, the way he attacks games and his smarts and everything. And then also has a girl that he does have a girl that's obsessed with him, and she also plays the game, but she has yet to find them. Well, in this recent episode, she finally found them, but um, it's not about her. Like you do get like side clips of her like looking for him or whatever. Like she went to the first town to look for him, and she's like a top tier gamer within the game. So she's like level 99 or whatever. But his journey, tough. His fighting, tough. Like I highly recommend this series if you guys haven't watched it. Like definitely, like this is like one of those things where every Sunday I make sure to watch this as soon as it comes out. Like it comes out early Sunday, so I make sure to watch this. Um, but this last episode, it was about him. Somebody took a screenshot of him with the bunny girl, and posted it on a forum because nobody's ever seen a player with a bunny girl. So they posted a screenshot and he got exposed to like the whole community. So people started hunting him down this episode. So he got attacked by like all these level 99 people this episode. And he was like about to get smoked. But like then you got people who like are interested in what he's learned and the scenario that he's in. Like the mission that he's gained is a mission that other people haven't done. So like you got people that's helping him and people that's trying to attack him. So the episode was, I ain't gonna lie, it dragged. It dragged pretty much. I would say the point of the series is him getting through the game and beating it in his own way. Like obviously the first episode you learn about him and what he's used to playing, but I would say that the point of the series is him beating the game in a way, or getting to the top tiers of the game in a way that nobody else has done. So it's like I said, it starts off a little bit cheesy, but once you watch how he fights and you watch like how the animation is and everything, it's pretty damn good. Like I had to give it a little time. So but this last episode did drag a bit. If I had to rate it, I would give it like a 5 or 6 out of 10. I mean, you do get the, like, this episode does bring in a lot more characters. You get to learn some new characters, but it dragged. It all took place in one area, so it did drag. But Shanlagri La Frontier, definitely highly recommend. You know, I'll be here next week if you guys decide to watch it. We don't have to talk about the newest episode, but if you guys decide to watch it, we can talk about whatever, wherever parts you get to. So, and that's for whoever else watches the stream after, because I know people will. So, yeah, Shanlagri La Frontier, highly recommended. One of my favorite animes this season. So we are at 31, 19, Frontier. Gonna grade that bad boy. Oh, that's the wrong one. Excuse me. I have not watched Invincible yet, Kaneko. I probably will, because I did love the first season. So I'll probably make my way towards it at some point this week, because I do watch all these anime on top of editing videos for YouTube, on top of streaming, on top of working. So I have to make time for all this. So I will eventually get to Invincible. It'll probably take me like a week or two to watch it, but I don't have time to binge shit like I used to. So, but I will watch it. I definitely will watch it, and maybe I'll have a stream about it or something, or talk about it. Because I did love the first season. So next we have the Faraway Paladin. So Faraway Paladin, this is season 2 of this anime. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I thought season 1 was kind of mid as fuck. And I heard from people who are familiar with the series, who like read it, that said that season 2 gets better. So far so good. It's pretty solid. I wouldn't, if you don't like episodes where there's no fighting and there's a lot of talking and character development, then you probably wouldn't like this anime. And the main character is a bit too moral in a way. Like, he's kind of like a Tanjiro. I would say, like, if you watch Demon Slayer, he's like Tanjiro. Like, way too moral. He does serve a goddess directly. So, like, he is very, like, there's, like, religions in this series. So, he does serve a particular goddess that causes him to be this way. But it is, like, a little bit slow. So, I don't highly recommend this series. I would say watch the first season. And if you don't like the pacing or how that goes, then you won't like the second season. But so far, it's been better as far as the story developing. So I think I like it. This past episode was actually pretty good. So it revealed that he's going to have to fight a dragon. Well, actually, let me give a quick description of the series. So this one is an isekai. So for those who don't know, this one is an isekai. So um, he's born into this body. The guy with the red hair, main character, he's born into this body, and he gets trained as a baby. This is like majority of the first season. He gets trained up until he turns 17 by three of the strongest people in history, the strongest mage, the strongest swordsman, and a person who a woman who serves a goddess that he ends up taking as his goddess, and she's like the caretaker. He gets raised by these three people once he gets summoned into the world, and they basically make him into a paladin where he can use magic. And I love the magic and fighting system in this is very well thought out and very well done. It has a lot to do with words and speaking. So like, if you can't speak, you can't do magic. So like, if he says like fire, or like he has to say it in a particular dialect in a particular way, and then it casts, and he can like cancel out people's shit. Like if he speaks it, like it's really cool. I think the concept is really cool. I can't explain it in that like the super depth, but it's cool. Um, so this past episode was revealed to him that he's gonna die, and another god that's called the god of death. He's not like the Grim Reaper, but he actually loves humans and he hates having to take their soul. But he comes to him and lets him know that he's gonna die if he goes to destroy this dragon who took over the dwarf mountain 200 years ago. So he's like struggling with it because he said that you can ask your own goddess and she's gonna tell you that you're gonna die. Um, and he's struggling with it, and like the dwarven people who've been driven out of their home are like, he's already told them that he was going to do all he could for them, and he would restore their home if he could. So once he found out he's going to die, he's conflicted. Mind you, one of the dwarven's youngest princes, the only prince actually, is serving under him, and that's the previous episode. Like one of the only dwarven prince decides to serve him because he's kind of famous at this point. Like the first season, he becomes famous for killing a wyvern, which is basically got like a wyvern in most series. It's like a small dragon, but nobody's ever like had that type of strength like he does. So this past episode was basically him finding out he's gonna die, and deciding that like regardless if he dies or not, he's gonna stay to his conviction and he's gonna go slay the dragon. And all the people that he has, like three other people that serve under him, they all decide to like, whether you die or not, we're gonna follow you into battle. So they're basically gonna battle with demons and this dragon. And I think the way it works is kind of cool. Like the god system in this, like the religion system in this, is really cool. Because like the religion that he serves doesn't even exist anymore. Mind you, he was raised by three people, but these three people died a long time ago, so they're all like ghostly figures and shit. And he was raised away from society, so he only knew these three people. Um, but the series is pretty solid. If you need something to just watch in the background, I would watch it. But I understand if it's not your cup of tea, because again, season one it started off good and ended dog shit for me. Like okay, dog shit's pushing it. If it started out, the first three, four, 5 episodes started out like 10 out of 10 ish, and then it dropped to like a 6 to a 7, and then borderline a 5 when it ended. So season two, I gave it a chance, and so far so good. I'm gonna keep up with it. So this past episode, I had to give it probably 7 and a half out of 10. Pretty good. Him finding out that he's gonna die and sticking to his conviction and everything. And he's a likable character. Don't get me wrong. Like Tanjiro's likable, but I know for some people, like the overly moral characters can be fucking annoying. So I get that. So that's fair. That's Faraway Paladin now, season 2. So we're at 38. 38, 35, and 2, 3. There we go. So I'm gonna grade this out, of course. And I don't know if you're still here, Ran or Conoco. Y'all watch football? I don't know. Y'all watch football. I'm rocking my team right now. I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. Today I die. Lamar Jackson all day. All right. Um, Kaneko, for the for my entire life, I go back and forth with both. Like I have a bunch of manga series that I'm reading right now. Um, oh, you watch baseball? I'm from Philly. I'm not a Phillies fan, but I'm from Philly. So it was a heartbreaker when they did lose. Everybody around here was sad. But duh, 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 duh. I'm reading Four Nights Apocalypse, One Piece. Um, Black Clover is currently on hiatus. My Hero, Kingdom, obviously Tower of God. Um, J Cool. No, I've not read 596, and this. No, no offense to you, like if you didn't know, but this isn't a Tower of God stream. This is mainly anime stream. So I don't have the link for 596 yet. If I have it, like if I end up having it after the stream, I'll post it in the community tabs. But no, I haven't read it. I haven't read any raws. I don't know anything about 596 yet. So please don't spoil anything or anything like that. But I will post it in the community. I plan to stream till about 7. So, um, or it was basically another 45 minutes. So, you can look out for it. I'll probably have it for you. Um, but yeah, I'm reading a couple series right now. You know, somebody told me to read Second Life Ranker. Rand. Somebody else told me that, and I gotta add that to my. I gotta add that to my. Matter of fact, let's not talk about it. Let's be about it. Let me add it right now, because otherwise, because I have a bookmark in my phone. I'm pretty sure everybody does, but I have bookmarks all my manga series, and that's how I know to read them. Because I'll just check it randomly. Like Chainsaw Man, I'm reading. Jujutsu Kaisen is on my bookmarks. But let me add Second Life Ranker right now, because otherwise I'm not gonna read it if it's not in my bookmarks. There, add it. Um, so I'll add that, and I'll try to catch up with it whenever I get time. But just to say what Kaneko was saying, I go back and forth. Like when I'm at home, and like when I usually get off of work, I'll lay in the bed and I'll check all my manga series. Or if I'm at break at work, I'll check all my manga series like over and over again. I know when most of them release, but I just like to check and read comments and shit. As far as anime goes, I usually watch it on my off days is when I usually watch all my anime. So I binge watch all this shit. Um, a lot of like episode after episode after episode, and I'm pretty good at retaining the information. So Bastard and everything is fine. It's top 5 for me. You can catch it in a day or two. Bastard, that's on Netflix, isn't it? I think I've seen that, and I haven't given it a chance yet. But I think I've seen that on Netflix. Um, One Piece. Just to get back to what's up here. So One Piece, I did watch the newest One Piece episode. So if you guys ain't watching or reading One Piece, if you don't watch One Piece, I get it, because the filler and all that, like not they don't have filler episodes, but the filler, that's the shit that's not in the manga that they soften the extended episode, can be fucking annoying, and the pacing can be annoying. So I get it. But this past episode was fire. Okay. Um, I give it probably a 7.5, 8. I probably give it 8 out of 10. Because this was a moment that we waited for. And I don't have to explain One Piece to you guys. You guys should know what One Piece is, so I'm not gonna give a description about that. But Shanks doing the hockey lightning from his boat to hit an admiral. Oh my god, dude! Like when I remember when that shit got animated, when it got, I mean, and when it came out in the manga, the amount of hype in the community for that was just amazing. Like Shanks is just so different. I still think he's a snake in the grass. Like he is not Luffy's pretend friend or any of that shit. I honestly, and especially with I'm not gonna spoil any manga shit. I'm not gonna spoil any manga shit, but Shanks is not a loyal motherfucker, bro, to anybody. So Green Bull is a fucking loser, dude, and he was a loser in the manga, and they portray him very well in the anime. Like he's just as lame as he is in the manga as he is in the goddamn anime. Just annoying, just talking shit, just And a part of me was like, I knew it wasn't gonna happen, but like how you read a series, like the manga, and the anime comes out, and you want something to happen, but it's not gonna happen. Like he was calling for Luffy the whole time, right? And I'm like, I know Luffy not gonna show up, but I wish Luffy would show up just to fucking beat the shit out this nigga, cause he talking shit and he need to get his ass whooped. But Shanks made that man look like he was his dad. Oh, I'm absolutely on the evil Shanks train, Ran. Absolutely, especially with the recent revelations in the last couple manga chapters, bro. How is he, bro? He is not loyal to anybody. He's using Luffy. I'll just say he's using Luffy because he consumed the Gum Gum no Mi, and he always has, and he snitched on him to the Gorosei. Like I've been on that train ever since he pulled up to the Gorosei and said he needed to talk about a specific pirate. I knew that he was talking about Luffy and he was a snitch, bro. Bro is a motherfucking snitch, bro. I do not trust Shanks for shit. But that does not take away from the fact that he is badass as shit. Also, I don't know if you guys watched the episode, but they showed Uta. So I haven't watched the Red movie, but I know that the movie itself isn't canon. But Uta's character is canon, but the movie stuff that isn't canon. So they showed a brief glimpse of her this episode, meaning that she's gonna be a fucking canon character in this shit. Which is kind of crazy. Oda has done that before. Like he did that with Shiki. No spoilers, but in the past manga chapter, we finally get to see Shiki in the actual manga. Like we actually get to see him as a person in the actual manga, and because we only knew him from mainly the anime. So Shiki becoming canon, and then Uta is probably gonna be canon. It's pretty cool shit. So yeah, Shanks made Luffy, but he groomed Luffy. He helped groom Luffy into what he needs him to be. But I don't want to get too deep into my manga theories. We just sticking to the anime right now. Yeah, we're gonna stick to the anime right now. But this episode was pretty well done. It definitely hyped up Shanks pretty fucking well. Momo's a goddamn clown, bro. Like I'm not a Momo fan, and he was just annoying this chapter, like annoying as hell. It wasn't as annoying as it is in the anime as it was in the manga, because the manga keeps it short. Like he only asked Yamato to stop like maybe 2 or 3 times in the manga. In the anime, he did like 5, 6, 7 times. Like, Yamato, stop! Yamato, stop! We don't need your help. Like, bro, it gets annoying when you keep hearing the same character repeat and shit. And that's the problem with the anime pacing, because they'll extend shit that didn't actually happen. But overall, like the Shanks moment was hype as fuck. So no doubt about that. So the One Piece episode, yeah, I probably give it 8 out of 10 because the Shanks moment brought the hype. It did. The hockey lightning, the way it traveled and like stuck to Green Bull was like, I wonder how he was gonna how the Toy was gonna animate that, and the way he targeted it at him, fire. That's different level hockey, bro. Luffy ain't got that type of hockey, bro. So fantastic episode. So we gonna get that at 48:01. Oh, you know what? It's the last one. One Piece is the greatest shonen I've ever read. Absolutely, I absolutely agree. And anybody who denies that hasn't read it. They honestly haven't read it, or they're biased. Like I know people who are biased towards Bleach. Don't get me wrong, Bleach is like solid. Like for what it did for anime, it was a pretty solid goddamn anime. Like really good in its day. But I think the last arc was trash. The Thousand Year Blood War animation. Don't get me wrong, the animation right now is good. It's really good. But when I read the manga, I was not like the hype. I didn't feel the hype in the writing for the manga, but the anime is doing it specifically right, especially the mood and the tone that they set for it. well done, like really well done as far as animation goes. It's just the manga I didn't like it, and I didn't like how it ended. So one gotta go. One Piece or Todd? Which one are you getting out of? Honestly, Kaneko, I probably get One Piece out of here because Wano was a disappointment. I am not a fan of Wano. Wano was a fucking disappointment, dude. Like the way it happened, the way Luffy beat Kaido, I thought people were gonna be getting killed. Like it should have been a bloodbath. Like Wano should have been a fucking bloodbath, dude. Like people should have been dying left and right. Like honestly, people should have been getting smoked. Like Kaido is supposed to be ruthless, bloodthirsty, crazy pirate. He did not turn out to be that. Wano was just disheartening, and it was super long. Look, Wano was super long, way longer than it needed to be, dude. It was way longer than it needed to be, way too fucking long, dude. Um, and yeah, I didn't like it. Like for such a big battle like that, I didn't like it. I don't like how Big Mom was defeated. I thought Kid looked like a fucking clown. Kid looked like a fucking clown because Kid did all this hype shit about fighting Kaido, and then he went to go fight Big Mom. Like Big Mom didn't make Killer the way he was. Kaido did. Kaido made Killer the way he was. So why are you trying to fight Big Mom? Since when did Kid grow a brain and decide that, hey, I can't fight Kaido, so I'm gonna go fight Big Mom? He's never been that type of character, bro. He's never shown to be that type of character. Kid is like Luffy. He's gonna do what he wants and wants to fight who he wants to fight. But all of a sudden, when it comes to Kaido, he wants to be a bitch and he wants to go fight Big Mom. I thought that was really cheese for his character, especially for as hype as they hyped up him being upset about what Kaido did to Killer. He was so upset, but you went after Big Mom. It didn't make sense. Um, it didn't make sense. I didn't like that. It didn't make sense to me. Um, I didn't like Wano. It was too long, way too long. It had. Don't get me wrong. Wano had moments of hype. Excuse me. Sorry. It had its hype as moments. Like, but there were moments. Like there was never a period of hype, 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 hype. It was like highs and lows, highs and lows, highs and lows. And when the highs were high, they were fucking high. Don't get me wrong, they were high as shit. But when it was low, it was fucking low, dude. And I think the like what one of them was like 5 years, dude. Like way too fucking long, way too fucking long. But I will say that since then, Oda has turned up a lot. Like especially in the recent chapter, shit has turned up. So I will say that. But I think my love for One Piece has died because of Wano. Um, like so much that I used to do small reviews for it. I don't like to do it no more. It's just my hype has just kind of died for it. And don't get me wrong, it's still one of my favorite series of all time. But Tower of God takes priority over that. For me. Um, so like I still plan on getting an ace tattoo on my arm right here. I always wanted to get it. I still plan on getting it. That's how much I do like still love One Piece. But a lot of my love for One Piece comes from the older days. Like Dressrosa is probably my favorite arc. Like Dressrosa was so well done, dude. Oh my god, Dressrosa was so well done. Doflamingo was like the ultimate fucking villain, and I loved it. Um, I have seen the Elders hockey in the new chapters. Yes. I don't know if that's his devil fruit ability or if it's hockey. I don't know what it is. I think that it has to do with his because apparently he's some type of folklore being in I think Chinese or Japanese culture people were talking about, and so I think it has more to do with that than his hockey. But Him popping people heads and shit, like him fucking up Sanji. Um, I think Oda not in the same mindset he once was. He doesn't have that childlike feeling anymore. Yeah, I think my problem with my biggest problem with One Piece is that Luffy, the main character, does not take W's on his own. Like he does not take W's on his own, dude. He always gets help to take a W, and that's my problem. Like we're advancing Luffy in levels or how strong he is and shit, but every single fight in the new world has been him getting help. It's been him getting help. He beat Cracker with Nami. If Nami didn't help him, Cracker diffs him. Katakuri, if he didn't run away, if he didn't steal what's her face? Big Nose Mirror Girl. If he didn't steal her and run away. And if Katakuri didn't steal, now granted he did get shot with a needle or whatever, but he was getting diff before that. He was getting diff before that. And the fact that, Luffy has always been a great fighter and learning on the fight, but if the fight kind of felt real ass pulley for him to go from damn near third tier commander level to first tier commander level all in one fight. It felt like bullshit. That's when the bullshit kind of started for me. So one, he never really beat Cracker. Two, the Katakuri fight I felt like was bullshit. Doflamingo, he only beat Doflamingo because he got helped. He ran out of Gear 4, they carried him around, ran away from Doflamingo, and that's how he beats Doflamingo. Like, in Kaido, he lost to Kaido how many times? Even in Gear 5, he lost to Kaido and still had to be brought back to life. But granted, something always happens to Luffy where somebody interrupts it, or like the same shit that happened to him with Katakuri is the same shit that happened to him with Kaido. Somebody interrupted it, and he ended up getting fucked up, and then he goes into like a new mode or whatever. And that shit just gets replayed every fucking time, dude. It is fucking it is annoying. So don't get, like Gear 5 was amazing. It was hype as shit. Loved it. Zoro's fight with King was top tier. I'm a Sanji fan. Sanji's fight with King Queen, top tier. But it's the Luffy shit that I can't get over. Like Luffy and his fights just be bullshit, bro. So yeah. Let me stop. That's my little One Piece rant. I gotta change this One Piece time because I just went on a little rant. So let me put that on 56. Do you think Luffy could beat Akainu? No. Nope. Because he barely beat Kizaru. It's always a time limit with Luffy. Every single fight in the New World, it's a time limit with Luffy. It's a time limit. How long can he last? That shit gets played too, guys. I'm sorry. Shit gets, like, the same formula gets played. It gets fucking played. So, can he beat Akainu? No. Akainu has way more destructive power than Kizaru has. Like, he's burning shit. Like, he's absolutely centering everything around him. And yeah. Kizaru was, like, in between him and, excuse me. I think Kizaru was the weakest admiral when it was him, Kuzan, and Akainu. I would put Kizaru last. But now with the new admirals, Green Bull and I can't remember blind guy, but Kizaru is the strongest admiral. So the admiral's quality has dropped. So yeah, I'm tired of the time limit. Yeah, man, I'm sorry. The shit just gets played, bro. Like I understand people are super fans of the series and they can ignore it, but I'm a narrative driven person. I'm a unique writing certain type of person, and some of the arguments that people make against One Piece with the rehashing of same shit just being told in different ways, it's kind of true. It's kind of true. Fujitora. That's what I just got his name. I have a question, guys. Which devil fruit would you guys want? For me, it would probably be Kizaru's fruit. I love the light. I love the yami yami. No, it's not the yami yami. What the hell is it? I forget what like Kizaru's fruit is, but it'd probably be the light fruit for me. I think that shit's amazing. The speed of light, the way he travels, the moves that he have, it's all fire as shit. But if I had to pick a technique, I wouldn't pick a devil fruit. I would pick a technique, and it would be Sanji's. I think the fire leg shit is some of the coolest shit ever. Like that shit is cool. I've always thought it was the coolest shit in the series. Like I wouldn't want to be a swordsman. I would want to learn like some like the Diablo Jumbo shit. I would want to learn that shit. But yeah, let me get off of One Piece though. Let me get off of One Piece. I was supposed to get off a minute ago, but let me get off of One Piece because this is an anime stream. So Tokyo Revengers. So I don't know if you guys in the chat are familiar with Tokyo Revengers. Tokyo Revengers was an extremely hyped series 2 years ago. Like it caught all this hype 2 years ago because of the fighting scenario and Mikey. Mikey, he's not the main character, but it's kind of like I'm trying to think of a scenario, a series where the main character isn't as hype as like the background character. Like Jujutsu Kaisen is a very good one. Like Yuji is the main character, but everybody's on Gojo's dick. Like that's just how it goes. Season 2 of Tokyo Revengers? We're on season 4, bro. This is season 4. This is season 4. We're past season 2. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but this should be season 4 right now. Season 3. Excuse me. We're on season 3. This is season 3. Yeah, this is season 3. Not season. I thought we was on season 4, but yeah, this is season 3. I actually read the manga for a long time. I stopped reading it. I actually dropped the manga. This is actually one of the first. I don't drop manga series often, guys. I really, really don't. Like, I really, really, really don't drop manga series. Like you. Hold on. I don't drop manga series, guys. I hardly ever do that shit. Like, I almost dropped Demon Slayer, but because I was at the end is the only reason I didn't drop it. I would have dropped Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer's last arc is so fucking dookie. The last 10 chapters of Demon Slayer are so fucking ass. Like, so, yo, it's so ass, yo. Like, bro, yo.
Your ass!
Ass. Like, I was, but because I was at the end, I didn't drop it. I dropped Tokyo Revengers. Because it is literally, that's why I dropped it, J. Cool. That's why I almost dropped it, J. Cool. Because the last fight was fucking dookie. It was a man swinging his arms for 10 chapters, bro. That's all it was. 10 chapters of a man swinging his arms, bro. Never again in my life will I read some shit like that, bro. Ever. Never. Anyway, Tokyo Revengers, I dropped it because it's literally Captain Save-A-Ho. Now, but it's more than just a girl, but it's the same thing every single arc in the manga. It's the same thing every single time. It's a guy who keeps going back in time to try to save everybody every single time. It's literally this. It's not even told in a different way. It's the same thing every time, and I had to drop that shit. I couldn't believe when they were talking about the next season, whether they were hyping it up, and I'm thinking like, what's going to happen? He literally said what he was gonna do, and that's like when the season ended. But he literally said in the season, "This is what I'm gonna do," and that's how probably the next. I don't know how the last arc went, but it's basically following the same fucking footsteps the first couple arcs took, and I said no. I am not reading the same shit over and over again, bro. I am not. So I dropped that shit. I dropped that shit, bro. Like, I was so pissed off at that last, like, and I think it's this season. It might be this season. It might be this season in the mangas where at the end of the seasons where I dropped it. But I got tired of reading the same old shit. But because I've been away from it for a while, I can enjoy the anime now. Like I can enjoy it. But when you read the whole series through, like that's the whole bad thing about binge reading a series, right? The shit will be repetitive to you because you read it all in one sitting or in a couple weeks or whatever. Because I've been away from the anime and been away from the series now, I can appreciate it more because it doesn't seem like it happened that much. So I'm watching the anime now, and it's good. I gotta say it's good. I'm enjoying it, and I'll probably finish it. Reading if they do animate the final arc, I'll probably watch it through anime. Reading it is just I wouldn't read it all the way through. I wouldn't because you'll get tired of it. You really will. But so for those who are not familiar with Tokyo Revengers, yo, Zenu, what up, Zenu? I covered your anime in the first in the beginning of the stream, Friren. I didn't. I'm not on the latest episode. I'm up to. I just got done episode 6, but I did talk about it in the beginning. I'm putting timestamps in at the end of the stream, for each of the anime that I've already talked about. So for whoever wants to watch specific series that they're watching or whatever, um, same thing for me with Jujutsu Kaisen. I enjoyed it first, but it got too complicated and I stopped the manga. Honestly, Kaneko, I I Jujutsu Kaisen is the first manga series that I'm reading and I have absolutely no idea what the fuck is happening. I am not afraid to admit I don't know what the fuck is happening. Like I honestly only read it for Gojo and he just died, spoilers. So I don't. I think like I haven't read the last 3 chapters since he died, so I only went back to it because people were hyping up the fight between him and Sukuna, and I ain't like the animation. I mean the animation, the art for the fight and everything was cool as shit. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what the fuck was happening the entire fight. I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. Like, and that's what made me like I didn't drop the series. I guess you could say I dropped it. I kind of just fell off of it because shit got too complicated. It really did get too complicated. Like, and then I go to the comment sections to read what people talking about, and I feel so fucking stupid because I'm like, these motherfuckers know everything about this shit, and I don't know what the fuck is happening. I don't know what's happening. Um, yeah, I don't know what the fuck is happening. How does this video have 17K like? What video has 17K likes? What video has 17K likes? That ain't mine. My video ain't got no 17K likes. Shit. I lose my fucking mind. Um, well, saying, bro, I don't get the culling game at all. Yo, the culling game is what did it. The culling game is what. Saif, the culling game is what did it. He just called it. I thought Shibuya was. First of all, I thought Shibuya arc was ass. And I know that's in the anime right now, but I thought Shibuya arc was ass. It was hyped up and I thought it was ass. But then the culling game shit started, and I don't know what the fuck that was. I don't know what the fuck that was, bro. I really don't. This video ain't got no. I see 3 likes, bro. I don't know about 17K. That ain't my video. You see. um. I literally dropped it when Gojo got sealed and came back when he got unsealed. Yo, Ran, you the same as we the same person, bro. I'm telling you, Gojo, like Yuji is ass, bro. And my cousin, he reads manga like me. He actually was in the chat the other day, but I tried to tell him that I don't like Jujutsu Kaisen because I think Yuji is ass. And he like went on to an explanation, like explaining like the series and Yuji and shit. And I listened to him, but I wasn't hearing him. Like, once you sold on a series that you gave a chance, you kind of sold on it. And I let him talk, and I understood bits of what he was talking about. I ain't into that series, bro. I ain't into that series. Like, you'll never see me cover that shit in like a short or like a video. You'll never see me cover Jujutsu Kaisen because I honestly don't give a fuck about it. So is T-Bait worth the read? Yes, absolutely. Listen, listen. If y'all not reading T-Bait, it's on hiatus. Y'all need to go fucking read it now, bro. Like, go read that shit, bro. Like, no dead ass. Go read T-Bait, bro. T-Bait is fire. T-Bait is the only manhwa that like is almost up there with Tower of God for me that I've read so far. And mind you, I've only read like a handful of manhwa, but yo, T-Bait is fucking fire, bro. It is gas. Like, um, but yeah, Cullen Game was trash as fuck. Yeah, Cullen Game was just it was weird, bro. It was weird. Like I didn't like it. I don't like Megumi either, bro. Megumi is a wannabe fucking Sasuke, bro. Like he's a way cornier version. Like he's the worst version of Sasuke, bro. Like really, like that's the only way I can describe it. He's Sasuke done completely wrong. Like, and mind you, he doesn't hate Yuji or anything, but like he reminds me of Sasuke, but in a much asser way. Like Sweet Home. I actually heard about Sweet Home, Sype. I heard Sweet Home was really good. I heard Sweet Home was really good. You're not the first person that I heard that from. I like Promise Neverland, but the last arc was trash. Yeah, The Promise Neverland was one of those series where it has a first good season, but once you discover what the actual shit is, it's ass. So I agree with you. T-Bait is cool. It got instant reader and second life higher though, but it's enjoyable. Okay. Sweet Home is trash. I heard Sweet Home was good. Damn. Not trash. Damn. Bastard is better than Sweet Home. Okay. ORV is great. Breaker is also fire. ORV. Okay. Y'all throwing out some series out there. Oh, I'm supposed to be talking about Tokyo Revengers. Y'all got me. Y'all got me. Supposed to be talking about Tokyo Revengers. So, if you guys aren't familiar with Tokyo Revengers, the main character Takemichi is in a gang, and he's ass. Bro can't fight. He's one of them ass main characters, but he has defining qualities that make him pretty good. So, Takemichi is not a bad main character. I will say that, but it's the idea in the series that was the problem for me, and the reason why I dropped it is because they replay the same scenario over and over and over again. Like it's the same type of writing. Like you just go back in time, try to fix shit. I gotta go. I'll check out Violet. Okay, Zenu, thanks for stopping by. But this season of like if you watched Tokyo Revengers, this season it's okay. And I only say it's okay though, fellas, because I stopped reading it and I stopped watching it. That's the only reason why it's okay right now. But it's not a bad. It's like the way I read it isn't a way I wouldn't recommend you read it. Like I would say, actually, I wouldn't even recommend you read it. I would say just watch the anime. Just watch the anime. It might do you better to just watch the anime for it. Yeah, I would just say watch the anime. Reading it is probably not a good thing. But this past episode, was really good. It was really good. Probably 8 out of 10. Mikey's sister got smacked, bro. Let me. I think there's a GIF. I think there's a GIF of it. I think there's a GIF of it. Because I didn't want to pull up the whole joint. It's not on Google. I saw one on this forum that I'm on, but I don't see it now. I can't. I'll have the forum's on my phone, so. But this past episode of Tokyo Revengers was pretty good. It was a very defining moment in the series because Mikey's sister she basically dies. I don't remember if she dies or not, But that's good. It's good that I don't remember that she dies. I don't need anybody to spoil it. You guys who've seen it, don't spoil it. But I don't remember if she dies or not. I think she survives. But if she dies, this is supposed to trigger Mikey becoming depressed in the future and becoming a complete degenerate. But like they murked his sister, bro. Like they got like yo Kisaki is such a fucking demon, bro. Like imagine really being so obsessed with a dude that you kill his emotional support. Like, bro, really got on a bike and smacked his sister with a bat full speed on a bike. Like, brain damage. Like, yo, like, yeah, I'm gonna just say she dead, bro. Like, and this, like, yo, shit is vicious. One thing about Tokyo Revengers, I love when they fight. Like, that's one of the coolest things about them is when they fight. And it's not like it's regular fighting is what's really cool about it because it's not like One Piece or an anime where motherfuckers doing shinsu and shit. It's just like hands. It's all hands, bro. It's all hands. Who got the best hands? And yeah, that's one of the best things about the series. I can't let if somebody gets smacked too hard and get her get back. Bro, she not getting her get back. Rachel got her on a leash right now. You got to live with that, Rain. But we ain't talking about how her got right now. But she on a leash right now, so you live with that. But Tokyo Revengers this week was pretty good because it was a defining moment in the series. I remember reading this part of it. I was pretty shocked by it. Takemichi he's a good main character, but sometimes he's a dickhead. It was just like, bro, in the moment he's realizing that Emma is Mikey's emotional support. And instead of protecting her from the bike, bro lets her get smacked by the bat. Like, bruh. It was really well done in the anime. Like it was really hyped up. Like it was done pretty fucking well. Um yeah, if I had to give Tokyo Revengers a rating this week, it would definitely be 8 out of 10. Um Good. Really like that last part was the defining moment. So really good for the series. Um so let me write this down really quick. Tokyo. 1 minute, 1 hour, 16. Also, thank you guys for stopping by. I wasn't expecting like many people to be here or anybody to be here, but thanks for stopping in. Like I said, this is something I'm gonna try to do every Sunday. And it'd be cool if you guys watched at least one or two of these anime. That way we have more to talk about. If you don't worry about it. I'm just gonna talk about it. But we always can discuss other series and stuff. I don't mind that. But so this is actually one of my favorite. I actually read the manga for this. So if you guys have like seen my channel, I've actually done a couple videos on Fortnite's Apocalypse. This is the sequel to Seven Deadly Sins. So I don't know if there's any Seven Deadly Sins fans in here. The anime is the Seven Deadly Sins anime was done dirty by the studios. That's why it kind of died away in hype. It was really good. Like the manga was really good. The art is really good in the manga. The animation is what killed the series. And it's unfortunate, bro. It's really unfortunate that an anime studio can kill a series. Like that fight between Meliodas and fucking Escanor was supposed to be one of the hypest moments in the series, bro, and they did it so fucking dirty, bro. I can never I forgive the studio. I can never forgive them because Natsu no Taizai is one of my favorite series, bro. Like I remember when I first picked this series up, bro. I used to watch anime and manga reviewer what's his name? I haven't watched him in a very long time. Um I can't think of his name. I can't think of his name. I gotta look him up. Cause I gotta give him a shout outs. Give me a second, guy. I gotta give him his shout outs because he's one of the first One Piece and anime reviewers that I watched, like even back in the days when I was reading Naruto. Like when I was like fucking 16, 15 years old. I'm 30 now, so it's been like 15 years, bro. So I gotta give this guy shout outs if I can find his channel. I just haven't um you know you grow away from certain YouTubers after a while, and um he also like started rapping and doing some other shit. So like respect to him, but it just wasn't what I was into. You know, I'll offer you, you know, taking your channel wherever you want to go it, but I just didn't want to read it. I can't find this channel. I can't remember his name. I just can't remember his name. That sucks. I really can't remember it. That sucks. I can't remember his name. Damn. No, not Ty. It's like Queen Bee with hentai. Uh oh, peace out, J Cool. Queen Bee. Damn, his channel. There's so many One Piece reviewers now that like he used to be the only one. I ain't gonna say the only one, but he used to be the top dog. Yeah, his channel just doesn't pop up anymore because he's just not that. He's not that guy anymore. That's okay. Anyway, but I started reading Seven Deadly Sins years ago, and I loved it. And Four Nights Apocalypse, when it was announced, I read it, and I'm still reading it to this day. The recent manga chapters have been insane. I don't know if any of you guys read it, but they've been. It's the revelation about our main character is insane. That's all I'll say. I won't talk about it in depth. Um, um, yeah, yes, Ran. That's my yeah, Ran. Yes, Ran. W Ran. Yes, for Neverworld. For Neverworld. For Neverworld was one of the only reviewers for Naruto when I was back in the day, and One Piece. He used to do them joints weekly. I was one of them kids in them comment sections watching every single video, bro. So for Neverworld is the one who introduced me to Seven Deadly Sins. And yeah, thank you for Neverworld. That's I forgot about for Neverworld, dude. Um, you know what? I should be subscribed to for Neverworld because regardless if I don't watch his channel or not, I gotta give the man the respect. I don't have to watch him to be subscribed to him. Yeah, that's the OG. He's the OG, the real OG. Um, but yeah, so Four Nights Apocalypse. So for those who don't know what Four Nights Apocalypse is, it's in the Seven Deadly Sins world. So yes, you will see all the sins eventually in the series. We haven't seen them all yet, but they are in the series. It's basically about the four knights who are supposed to bring out an apocalypse. Now, I can't spoil certain things because I know the apocalypse that they're bringing, but it's a specific thing to it. But I won't spoil it for people who are reading or watching the anime. So, um, it's basically about the four knights. So Percival, who's the main character, who's on the cover. It's we're following his side of it, but it's eventually going to be about all the knights. Um, but they're all supposed to bring about the apocalypse of the world, and they all got to gather and basically, make this happen. But there are specific things about the prophecy that they're going to destroy the world and stuff. So you'll learn about that as the series goes forward. But I have not. I just realized that I have not watched episode 5. But I've read the manga, so I don't actually need to watch it. I just need to know what it's about. Let me I need to just see what the episode's about real quick. Cuz I don't know what episode 5 is about. Uh, I can't wait to read 596. Again, I'm gonna drop the link because I'll probably get it. Um, is there no episode 5? Is it no episode? Is it episode 4? Am I caught up? I thought there was episode 5. Maybe I'm caught up. Hold on, let me double check. I thought it was episode 5. Because I thought it should have started the same time that Goblin Slayer started. So there should be 5 episodes out. Oh no, it's only up to episode 4. Did I watch this? I thought we were at. That's funny. I thought. What did you rate Tower of God anime? If I had to rate season 1, season 1's like a 6 out of 10. I wasn't a huge fan of the animation. I wasn't a huge fan of it. It's the animation that I couldn't like. It wasn't terrible. Like, don't get me wrong, it wasn't god awful terrible. Like, I know what god awful terrible looks like, but it wasn't. It doesn't do the series justice, and that's why I'm happy that Madhouse has it. I'm happy that Madhouse has it because Madhouse is very detailed. They are very detailed in their character designs, especially when it comes to their fight scenes, and that's what we need with Tower of God. It needs to be like detailed. Um, Now when it comes to like the regular scenes, they don't detail the surrounding too much. Um, but when it comes to the characters, they do a very good job. Um, and I don't remember what the landscape is like in season 2 or Tower of God. So I don't know what they're gonna. So they should put most of their budget into the character designs and making the characters detailed versus the surrounding area. Because I'm not. Yeah, it's mostly it's the workshop battle and the Princess of Heart arc. So yeah, Rand, that's the one to watch. That's the MMO one. If I steer you wrong, let me know. Maybe I got bad at recommending anime because I used to recommend all the anime to my friends and everybody. Oh no, I haven't watched this episode, but I know what it's about. I don't even. Yeah, I see it now. So yeah, so Fortnite's Apocalypse episode 4. So I don't need to watch it. I'm gonna probably watch it when I get a chance. But this episode is about the poison dude and his name is Nicens. Um, and the weird thing about Nicens, and I'm gonna give a little spoiler here about Nicens. I don't know if Nicens is a girl or not. Because in the recent manga chapters, and this is a spoiler, but it's not a big thing. Like it'll be like it's something really long down the line, but it's something that's been talked about. Nicens eventually gets a crush on Percival, and but you don't know if Nicens is a girl or a guy. So it creates a weird dynamic in the series right now. Like it's really fucking weird. Like because like if it's a guy and he's gay, like okay, but like how often do you see something like that in anime, especially like in Japanese culture? Like you really don't see that. They have their own genre for that. So if that's what's going on in Four Nights, it's a little weird. But like people are just suspecting that like Nicens is probably a girl, but we've seen no evidence to the contrary. Um like night like let me show you guys what Nicens look like for those who don't aren't familiar with the series. Like because like once this was like we think it's a guy, so we'll just say it's a guy for now. But once Nyson said that he liked Percival, it got like a little bit weird because it's just like, well, are you a guy or are you a girl? Like we don't know. Like if you're a guy, okay, but like how often you don't really see that often. So this is Nison's. So Nison's does wear like a big ass hat and a big ass like jacket and shit. So you can like assume that like a girl would wear some shit like that to hide that she's a girl. But we don't fucking know. And it's just a dynamic that's in the manga right now that's like one of the biggest questions we have. So yeah, I don't know, dude. Like I don't know. Like looking at it from here, I can see Nison's being a girl if I look at it from this perspective. Like I've never looked at this like type of image like this. But when you see how like when you hear the voice and you see the way like he moves in the series, you automatically think that's a guy. But I don't know. I don't know. So, but I had to watch the episode to give it a rating. But based on what I know what's gonna happen, it should be a good episode. It should be about it should be damn. Well, if he's poisoning, it's about the fairies and the poisoning of him saving the fairy forest. That's got to be a guy. I don't know, bro. I honestly I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like if it's a guy, then they're taking they you really could go either way with Rancid. That's what I'm saying. If it's a guy, it's a step in the but like, okay, it's a step in the direction that most Japanese manga artists don't take. But I mean, authors don't take. But I will also say that I forget the name of the author for Sadly Deadly Sins, but he's done controversial shit before that people have a problem with. Like for instance, in the series, there's one of the most popular characters in Fortnite's Apocalypse is Lancelot. Lancelot is my favorite character by far in this manga. Like he's fucking cool as shit. Like Lance is that guy. But Lancelot's teacher had a crush on him since he was a kid. So Lancelot's like battle teacher, who taught him how to fight and like watched over and everything. She's a grown ass woman. She's like 30. He was like 11 and she was crushing on him. So like people had a huge problem with that. Like what is this predatory shit? Like how do like what the fuck? Like so that just goes to show that this author has done like not typical Japanese shit. Like it's very controversial. So that very well could be a guy. If it could be. He's not afraid to to go down that path. So I don't know. I don't know. Um, but yeah. So, but if you guys aren't watching Four Nights Apocalypse, if you did like Seven Deadly Sins, this does do a very good job of following after it. Now, obviously, people aren't going to be as overpowered as it was in Seven Deadly Sins because it took a while to get to that point. But it's a solid watch. The animation is the same as Four Nights Apocalypse was. I mean, excuse me, as Seven Deadly Sins was in the beginning. So not the bullshit that we got for the final arcs. The way Seven Deadly Sins started and how it was animated is how this series is now. So it's really well done. Very cool. Beautiful to look at. I actually plan on doing some shorts on the anime and doing some like meme content because some funny ass shit do be happening in it. So that's why I like the series so much. So but yeah, that's 4 nights. So let me document this real quick. We are at a minute, 1 hour 32. 4 nights. Oh, guys, by the way, I started working on the Discord. The server is actually up. I actually have a bot in there and shit now. I just have to set up all the rules and the roles. That's all I have to do. I have the Tower of God. I have the category set up. So I have I have Tower of God category. It's its own category. I have an anime only category. I'm gonna have a gaming category. I'm gonna do tiers. Leveling up a leveling up system. I've already made that shit. I just have to write out the specific roles and the rules and all that shit. So if any of you guys are interested in becoming moderators, look out for a community post that I'm probably going to post tomorrow that I'm going to be asking for mods. So I only want 5 mods. So when I post a community post, just make sure that you guys, if you are interested in doing it, you are one of the first to do it. Um, One of the first to comment. Now, I probably give it to the people that I see the most, that are the most active. So do you game on PC? No, I'm a console gamer. PC is not complicated, but I just don't have time. I'm fucking 30. Like I just don't feel like buying a PC and putting shit together and learning and doing Steam and everything else. I don't like. I know about PC gaming, but I'd rather just buy my PS5. Be happy. I like at this point in my life, I prefer simple shit. So I'm gonna stay simple. Um, same thing with same thing with Rudius and Java's reincarnation. Rudy is 15, but in his mind, he's 40, sleeping with kid. Yes, that's true, Kaneko. You're very right. You're very right. Um, what do mods do? No, just make sure that I'm on PS5. Just make sure that like the server's clean. That's all. Like, make sure that nobody's like disrespecting each other. Just make sure that people are civil and no crazy posts, no like explicit posts or anything like that. That's all. Just like, make sure the place is clean and shit. That's it. And obviously you'll get you'll get some powers to ban people and time people out, and you'll also be probably I'll probably put you in my exclusive, because I'll probably do a paid tier. It'll probably be just like $5 or whatever. You'll get like exclusive emojis and shit, and I'm gonna create a separate category for paid tiers. You guys will be able to like suggest content, suggest things that you want to see, whether it's manga series, whether it's anime series, if it's a Tower of God video you want me to do, anything that you want to see or do or recommend. If you want to be a part of a stream, if you want to come in and talk, like come in and like, because I gotta learn how to do the Discord voice and shit. I'm still learning a lot of this stuff, but you guys will also be able to talk if you want to. So if I'm streaming and any of you guys like you want to talk about the chapter or whatever, I'll let you come on and talk. So that'll be that. PS5 is where it's at. Oh yeah, I've been a PlayStation since PS3. I've never had a 360, so I've been PlayStation since Sony forever. Yep, yep. But yeah, so I just gotta finish up the server, guys, and just look out for that community post when I post that. And I'll probably finish it up in between the next 2 days. I can't say that because Tower of God's dropping. So Tower of God takes up a lot of my time. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Scythe. Like I watched the 8-minute video on how to make a server, and then it was simple, and then when you want more things for it, it gets complicated. So I ended up watching like a 25-minute video. Oh hey Evie, thanks for joining. I actually just got done talking about Four Nights. I know you like me. You read Four Nights Apocalypse. I was just talking about the anime, so I'm doing time slots for this stream, so you'll be able to go back and watch it whenever you want to. But yeah, I just gotta fix up the Discord. But I said I haven't done it in 1 or 2 days, but that's a lie because Tower of God's dropping, and when the new chapter drops, that takes up all my time. Because now I have to read the chapter, I have to analyze it, I have to write the script for it, and I have to record, and then I have to edit. So all that shit could take like 2 to 3 days to do. So especially with the chapters dropping like Mondays now, not necessarily Sundays, that takes up a lot of my time. So just expect by next weekend, just the Discord, definitely by next weekend, the Discord should be done. So, and I'll let you guys know when it is. But do look out for the community post if you want to be a mod. So, it'll basically be first come, first serve type thing. Isidol solos. What? What? You just came in here with blasphemy. You just came in here with blasphemy. No. She might though. I ain't gonna cap. She might. I ain't gonna cap. That's a big strong girl. I ain't gonna cap. She like 6'5". But so moving on to the anime, I got 2 more to cover, and then I'll probably be off the stream. But Shield Hero season 3. So So, mind you guys, these are all up to date episodes I'm talking about. But for Shield Hero, season 2 was ass. I think I've said this before, but we like just to make this clear. Season 2 was fucking ass. Okay, season 2 was ass, bro. I heard from so many people that season 3 was gonna be good. Season 2 was worth the wait because season 3 is gonna be good. I can't lie to you guys. So far, so good. It's not a bad season. It does have its slow moments, but I was like the last episode before this previous one, the current one, I was triggered. I was triggered how I was in the first season of Shield Hero. Like the first season of Shield Hero is so triggering because of the shit that happens to Nafumi. The same shit happened in this season where I got just as triggered. The top chapter is out. Okay, I'll make sure. I'll probably read it after this, and I'll post it in the community tab so everybody who doesn't know where to look to find it. Yeah, Shield Hero season 3. This last episode. What the fuck was this episode about? Oh, I didn't. Yo, so I don't know if any of you guys watch Shield Hero, but Nafumi and his team was getting almost diff this episode, and it was a problem for me because like he's strong, but like these random dudes came out of nowhere and start like attacking him and his squad. Like these dudes was fucking fodder, but some fodder dude dropped a meteor on his head. Like I didn't know how to take this episode. These random dudes came down to attack Nafumi, Philo, and Raftalia. Like they really are fodder characters. Like no crazy design or anything. The big fat dude drops a meteor, not a small. Like you guys watch One Piece, right? How Fujitora drops meteors out the sky. This random fat dude just drops a meteor out the sky on this man, trying to kill him, and that shit was crazy because it almost killed him. And I'm sitting here like, bro, this is a hero. Why is he struggling against these randoms? And apparently, the Shield Hero world is a lot bigger than I thought it was because there are other heroes that exist across the world, and there are other humans who lost their worlds. And that just opened up a whole Pandora's box of how big the actual world is in the anime. So I'm actually very, very into the series now with this season 3 shit because if there are other heroes floating around besides the 4 cardinal ones we know about, but these other ones are failed ones, that's pretty cool. But there are people going around that can kill the heroes. And I didn't know that people went around doing that. I thought they were like worshipped beings in the series. But bro came out here dropping meteors on her fucking head. And I'm sitting here like, hey, yo. Like, so the way this last episode and the way this episode ended, it ended with the spear hero and the sword hero fighting each other, and Nafumi just popping up to see them fighting each other. So it ended on a pretty good cliffhanger too. So this episode was honestly 9 out of 10. Like it world built really huge this episode on top of the cliffhanger. Like Shield Hero is actually like with the current episode, it's fucking good right now. It's really good. I'm surprised. Cause yeah, bro, like you can't have like a random fodder guy who's nobody in the series come out dropping meteors on your head, bro. Like holy shit, like since when was random adventurers that strong? So, and his party is Natsumi's party is also getting bigger, and he's getting better fighters and shit. So it was a good episode. Honestly, it was a really good episode. It had me really glued and looking to the screen. So. Because honestly, guys, I'm one of those people who watch an anime, and if I think it's boring, I'll skip parts of it. I'll skip like 20 seconds ahead if I felt like this conversation they're having is like bullshit that I don't need to know. But I didn't do that for this episode. That shit was good. Shit was very good. So Shield Hero, yeah, 9 out of 10. First 9 out of 10 out of the day. It was only like a middle part of the episode that kind of like that was kind of a little bit boring. But I still watched the whole thing through. That's the only reason it's not a 10 out of 10. So Shield Hero, If you guys aren't watching season 3, definitely definitely fuck with it. Like definitely fuck with it. I can't believe that it's actually pretty good this season because season 2 was so fucking ass, bro. Like, but yeah. Um, so it is 1 minute. 1 hour 44 and 22 seconds for a shield hero. And lastly, we got Goblin Slayer up here. So, not yet, Rand. Are you a Glass fan? Are you a Glass fan? No, we haven't. No, Glass isn't in season 3 so far. So far, she isn't in it. But like I know, like okay, like we knew in like season 2 and the end of season 1 there were other heroes, but I didn't know. I thought it was just those heroes and the regular 4 cardinal heroes. There's more heroes than that. So that's like really cool. Like it builds upon the world. So but anyway, so Goblin Slayer season 2. So I don't I didn't like Goblin Slayer season 1. I thought it was a little bit overhyped. I thought it was one of those series that really lived on the gore and the blood of it. Um I really thought like that's what made people like gravitate towards it. And I'm not against that. Like there are series that do well with that, but I felt like Goblin Slayer himself wasn't an interesting main character. Like his background was kind of crazy, but him as a person when he speaks and say shit, he like grunts and says like 1 or 2 words. Um Now this season he does talk more. And he's made more friends and he's become more like a community member. So that's like development for him, and that's pretty good. Um, this episode was mainly like about him getting invited to a marriage ceremony, and him traveling to the Elf Kingdom. And I believe the chapter ended with a pretty good cliffhanger, with them being attacked on the river. So the cliffhanger was pretty good. And they say that the goblin activity is picking up, and it does seem to be picking up because we've had a couple goblin attacks since the series has come back. Um, but this episode was, I would say, it ended good, but I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. Um, it was a lot of talking in the middle, and apparently, so this woman, the goddess in the background, she likes this man. Like she really likes this man. Like really likes him. Like really was like trying. She's like a whole nun. Like was trying to get busy with him. Like was throwing like hints and shit. And I'm sitting here like when did she start liking him? But like he, you know him, like that's the one of the things about his character that's kind of mud. Like bro is so dense and shit. Like he don't care nothing about goblins. Like I know some people may find that funny, but like he'd be like if there's somebody looking at him, he'll be like goblins. Like that shit is like yeah, like it's I don't like that kind of shit. Like bro, you gotta be more than just goblins. Like I understand you're the goblin slayer, but you gotta be more than just like everything. Your whole life is goblins, bro. Like you gotta have some type of character development. I didn't know. Nah, Kaneko. I didn't know she liked them. Not the way she was throwing hints. This episode, she was throwing hints. Like she was trying to throw that ass, bro. I ain't gonna cap. She was trying to break her covenant to God for that man, and I was like, oh, all right. Like I ain't know she was like that. So but the episode it was decent, but not amazing. Not like Shield Hero was. So 6 out of 10 for that. Nothing else to say because nothing really crazy happened. They're just traveling to the Elf Kingdom for the elf girl's sister's marriage. So I think that'll probably be interesting when they get to the Elf Kingdom. Try to share the link. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick for the guys that's in here. I agree, Kaneko. I agree. The turtle guy probably translated it. He usually translates all the Tower God stuff before he usually translates everything before they get it done. before Comic Sans gets it done. So I'll probably find it here somewhere. Hmm. The stuff I'm seeing in this chapter looks up. I'm not looking at the actual chapter, but the stuff I'm seeing people saying is pretty. Apparently, the people are Korean people are not happy about this chapter in Tower of God. That's interesting. Is it because it was a? Apparently, it's because it was a short chapter, based on what I'm reading. Seems to involve. So we get the less likes. The other. So the guy's an elder. Okay, that's cool. I still haven't. I want to read it myself, but I see that that's what people are saying that he's an elder. I thought they had the link up here. They usually post a link up here, but I don't see it. I don't see it. They usually have it up here. Ah, here it is. No, no, no. Oh, wait a minute. This is an incomplete link. I'm confused. Oh my god, these people are so fucking upset. Okay, yeah, do that, Scythe. I'll grab it from you. People are upset. Holy shit. They really are upset this episode. This chapter was short. Holy fuck. What? Okay, I'm gonna have to go read this for myself. It's dragging. Why is he dragging it? Why is he taking so long? It's boring and it's extra. Wow. Holy shit. All right. Well, let me that's basically the end. Yeah, that's basically the end. So we're kind of done here, guys. I want to say thank you guys for joining me here. I appreciate the ones who did join, and anybody who's gonna watch in the future. So yeah, every Sunday, I'll probably do it late Sunday, so 5 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock. In between those times, I'm gonna do anime stream. So all these series downloads what I'm watching. So I'm gonna talk about the most recent episode. So if any of you guys want to know what the anime is, I did do brief descriptions of all the anime. If you guys don't know what they are, I've already made my recommendations of the ones you probably should watch. But also, if you guys want me to check something out, you're also free to recommend that. But yeah, every Sunday, if you guys want to talk anime, feel free to drop through. Thursday is still Tower of God Day. Thursday will always be Tower of God stream day. So 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tower of God 596. I'll see you guys there. I will be here, and I'm gonna have to go. Scythe said he's gonna post the link for me, so I'm gonna post it in the community tab as a new link for everybody to go see it and watch it, read it. See it, watch it, read it. Go read it. and then I'm probably gonna start working on the review. Probably not tonight because it's already too late. But I'll probably start working on it tomorrow. I should be able to put it out tomorrow as well. I should be able to do both. So wait, what's today? Sunday? I should be. I'll probably put it out Tuesday. I'll probably put it out either Tuesday night or it should be Tuesday night. Latest Wednesday morning. Shouldn't be Wednesday morning though, but it should be Tuesday night. So yeah. You guys enjoyed that Tower of God chapter. I want to say thank you again for joining the stream. And I will be seeing you guys Thursday for those who watch Tower of God. So peace and have a good Sunday.